Good morning, party people.
Hi, welcome to the breakdown. I'm Johnny, that's Nath. You know what we do, you know what you're here for, you know what the song is, and there's a lot of you that have been asking for it. Yes, we realise we're a few days late. Give us a break, alright? Thank you for the break. Let's get into it.
I feel so rested now.
Yeah.
We're checking out Fall in Reverse Prequel. The full album Ronald is out now.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Popular Monster. It's not Ronald.
No, that
Ronald
was
was the
one of the
song.
songs.
Yeah, Popular
Yeah.
Monster. I haven't listened to it.
I haven't listened to it either, but there's been a lot of discussion about the album and how long it took to come out, and the fact that when we get the album, there is now only about 3 or 4 new songs.
That's pretty common though now.
It is.
Like
It is.
a lot of labels are releasing 7 singles before an album comes out. I don't mind it because I don't think there's that many people that are invested in listening to a whole album and like waiting to listen to a whole album.
Yeah.
They want songs they come through because most people listen to things on playlists or on YouTube. I understand the logic. I personally prefer an album.
I like an album. Yeah, for sure.
I also understand it from a marketing perspective.
I used to love when you'd only heard 2 or 3 tracks from the album, and then it's a 10, 11, 12 track album, and it was
Yeah.
just an album of surprises, you know what I mean? Whereas I think that now with the way that they do release tracks a lot of the time like this, it's more of a like you have to shift your mindset to knowing that you've already heard these songs. How are they going to place in an album with the new songs?
Sure.
But for me, it also sometimes I kind of like, it makes it hard for me to get into an album as a full piece of work sometimes, because I then have to reshift my way of thinking because I know what songs come next. I've had time to listen to a song for weeks and weeks and weeks and digest it and get to know it really
Also,
well.
you need to stop eating songs. I've told you that. What about how do you feel, we will get into this song, but what we do here is ramble. How do you feel about when you've heard the best of the album before it comes out? Because that's what disappoints me, when it's just like, when an album comes out and there's just filler tracks that they haven't released.
Yeah.
I much prefer when you get it and you're like, holy heck, like Wage War, for example, I feel like the best songs on that album weren't actually the singles. And so once everyone got the album, they go...
except Tombstone, that was great.
Yeah, that was a banger. But
Yeah.
I feel like there were songs on that album that were like, oh, I'm so glad this is now and I didn't get this as a single because I get to appreciate this as part of the album now.
I think that's a gamble. I think when you have an album that's got 10 tracks and you've already heard 6 or 7, you've got less chance of wow factor and less chance of being, not having already released the best stuff, because part of the reason to release a song as a single is because the band and the label believe that it's going to be strong and it's going to get traction and it's going to get plays and it's going to find itself on playlists. Okay. So I like the traditional sense of an album only hearing 2 or 3 singles because they've released strong songs, but there's way more space for them to leave for songs that could potentially be as good or better.
How do you feel about delaying reactions as long as possible so people just have to listen to us ramble before we do the thing they want to watch?
Well, you know my stance on that.
Loves it! If it's your first time here, well, you'll get more of this in the future.
But hey, if it's your first time here, please make sure to subscribe. We're now less than 3,000 away from the 100,000 subscriber mark, and that is unbelievable. Thank you so much. But also, again, tell us what you think about the way that bands release albums these days, and how do you feel about this one in particular, if you're a Falling in Reverse fan, only hearing 3 or 4 new songs? I feel like they should have released this first as well.
I like it's the last one. He's like,
they always
it.
part 1 and 2, and then a prequel.
Oh, I kind of forgot the budgets that get put into these film clips. That's exciting.
Well, it's Falling in Reverse. They've got
Dear Diary,
plenty of cash.
I've been searching for a higher me. I'm in the sky in the pilot seat, trying to stop my mind from spiraling, and that's irony. I'm just looking for a resolution. I just want to be a better human, but it's hard when everybody's acting stupid. Pardon me if that came off rude. I just have a bad attitude with the world and not just with you. It's the side effects of abuse. I admit I'm a little strange. I don't think that I'll ever change. I survived a whole life of pain. You could say I escaped my fate. I'm a cynical, egotistical, unpredictable, hardened criminal, and I can be a little hypocritical, but I'll admit it straight to your face. I'm unbreakable, irreplaceable, undeniably inspirational. I use everything I had available.
yesterday I escaped my fate. Very good line.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
I like his lyrics. His lyrics are very sort of situational and self-reflecting.
Bit of tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
I didn't realise how heavily tattooed he was. Like, there's one thing to have tattoos everywhere. To be blacked out everywhere, that's hectic.
I want to talk about the music video after this, obviously, but do you think that most of the people in this are CGI?
To be honest, haven't actually noticed anyone else in there. I've been really focusing on him. I'll look for that now.
Ooh.
Dear diary, I just had another wild dream. I was in a world that admired me, and when I woke up I was smiling, and that's irony. You
No, I
talk
don't.
a lot, but you don't even know me. I'm just hoping that my testimony will inspire y'all to stop acting phony. Pardon me if that came off weird. I don't mean to be mean, I swear. I have been through a lot this year. I just want to make a few things clear. I don't like it when people hate behind my back and not to my face. Nowadays it just feels so fake, so I'll cut the grass to expose the snakes. I'm unstoppable, it's impossible. You don't want to see the diabolical side of me that never stops is volatile, so I suggest you stay in your lane. I'm unapologetic, you know where it's headed. I will never ever let up off the pedal. I got the spirit of every warrior in me. Ever back the fuck up, get out my face. You're a slave to labor and you praise the fascists. You kiss the hand that takes half in taxes, faking outrage and being seen. A generation with no self-esteem. It's time to rise up and stand against them. Break the chains and finally see the vision. We're post-traumatic from a broken system. Follow me into the chaos engine. It's time to stand, it's time to fight. Don't be afraid to twist the knife. Your sacrifice to break the curse. Prepare to die, prepare to burn. Abandon hope, it's not enough, cause all our gods abandon us. Your sacrifice to break the curse. Light the match, watch it burn. Angels die, let it burn from the start.
That vocal is fucking awesome. Homelander. That backing vocal choir stuff is so great. Oh, he's going to turn into Super Ronnie.
Isn't that the outfit he wore in one of the other videos?
Yeah.
Which makes
That's
sense.
why it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Um,
Is that the first song on the album?
We can find that out.
I'm going to look at that. Yes, it is.
Yes.
That's a great way of
Great
leading
opener.
into an album. That was
Are you going to say your favourite
film clip that we checked out from him?
Yeah. I did
Well-
love Zombified.
Mine's
that was a
so.
lot of
I guess
fun.
it's the film clip, but tied in with the music. I think that
Yeah.
kept me so. Rather than just being like or that's crazy. Didn't expect that. I think that just like kept my attention so there. As I said, I didn't even notice the background people that much to start with.
Yeah.
Because I was really focused on the lyrics. The build in the music was
It was really
of
good.
like
Yeah.
a real
Yeah.
grandiose, epic scale.
It was.
And the film clip was just cool. I think the visuals of it were stunning. I really enjoyed that.
I think the last two tracks, this and All My Life, have been had a bit more of an impact on me, like in a positive way. You know, like in my positive reception, because they're a little bit different.
Sure.
And I really like that this one. It's such a great way to open an album. I really loved the build in that. It was a really like intense growth, and
That's what she said. Yes!
All right.
Sorry,
There we
go
go. And I like where it went. I like that it didn't go into standard, like it didn't
Big
go...
breakdown metalcore.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. And I loved that vocal that he hit there as well, that was like
The
falsetto
yeah.
into that gritty sort of almost power metal style thing. I think that was like one of the best mixes of his hip-hop influences into his rock stuff as well. I think it was very seamless.
Yeah.
The music video was great. His music videos are always great. My only thing with the music videos is, does it become a little bit too same in the sense that there's going to be growth and big destruction of CGI and it all kind of ends up doing similar things? It's great, and the storyboarding for that one especially was really good, but it's at the point now where I pretty much know what a Falling in Reverse music video is going to look like. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but...
I wonder what that followed straight into the Popular Monster film clip would look like, if there's a tie in there, because I actually don't remember the Popular Monster
have a look
film
at the
clip.
track listing again. Like, it's the first 5 or 6 tracks. First 5 tracks. 6 tracks, yeah.
Voice in My Head,
5.
that wasn't a single, was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yep. And then Watch the World Burn. So...
We had Zombified and Last Resort with the other ones that we saw.
So No Fear, Trigger Warning, Bad Guy, and Prequel were the only tracks that we hadn't heard off an 11-track album.
Okay.
It's absolutely going to be worth a listen start to finish. And they're a great band. He's a great artist, regardless of what you think about him. The dude is talented as fuck. He's a bit of a polarizing dude. He says what he wants, and you can either take it or leave it. I don't think that he's as bad or negative as people make out. But yeah, I it's still so weird to me to drop so many songs before an album.
I think that I don't mind, because those songs have been fairly spread out. As long as they've been like one every 2 weeks for a while, so you've heard all in the 3 months leading up to it. They've been over a year. You've had songs come out, so
that is a long cycle for an album release.
Particularly when I don't listen to Falling in Reverse much.
Yeah.
So I actually haven't heard some of those songs since we first checked them out.
Okay.
I will go and listen to the album to hear how it plays through. I feel like there'll be some value in that for me because I haven't gone to them all the time. They might re-spark for me. But if you're someone that listens to them all the time, yeah, you've had a year of listening to whatever the first single was on repeat, you might be over it by now. As we said, comment below, let us know your thoughts. What did you think about the film clip and song Prequel? If you haven't listened to it all, does it make you want to listen to the brand new album, Popular Monster? As I said, I'm going to give it a play, and maybe we'll talk about it in a future video.
We might indeed.
Or we won't. Either way,
No,
see you guys soon.
See ya. Thanks for hanging.